He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hey, 258! Wipe up! Bang, 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 bang! Hey, check 26! Undercrunch! Yeah, Liz. Hey, Haywood!
54, right there. 54, Mike. You remember me?
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the sneak, Rodgers. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
It's just me and you. Right. Check 30.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Green 18. Right left.
Check it backer, check it backer.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Shamar Stephen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up, double up.
On second and a couple. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Pull it together. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Ready?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Rabbit.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Back north.
He's creeping.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back north.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. Spinning past him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first down, Grant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They go back to Grant. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 37. Check 37.
Again, it's Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
All day. All day.
Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
51's a mark.
Cousins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there, Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. 61 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Right.
Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hey, switch gears.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check 24. Watch 24.
You can get it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
I got you, boy. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Oh, no, he lost the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Got a man. That's Allison. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
It's our time. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shoot. 26. Inside.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, keep it up. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Bring up 48.
Cousins on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 99.
First.
51.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Over.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.